Alright guys, I'm going to use my SAR K2 to show you guys how to do a preliminary wipe down of a weapon after you shoot it. This is just an informal cleaning after you shoot it. This is going to get your barrel nice and clean, and this is this is just the first step to cleaning it. This is going to be a dry wipe down to get your gun pretty darn clean, so that you can later on when you have some time, you can give it a good cleaning, then lube it up, and then put it away. So here we go. This is the preliminary wipe down, I'll call it. Alright guys, to do your preliminary wipe down with any weapon, I suggest you just do the barrel with a bore snake. I'm going to get a 45 caliber bore snake for my 45 caliber SAR K2. We will take down the firearm, but we don't need to do it right this second. It's easier to do it just locking back the slide. So we're going to go ahead and lock back the slide. Take the brass end, drop it down the barrel. You want to do this with a dry barrel. Pull it right through. I'm going to do that at least twice, 3 times for good measure. I'll do it 3 times. Then I'm going to look down the barrel once I have this thing taken apart, and it should be crystal clear. If not, I'll just pull it one more time. But 3 pulls is about all you need with any firearm. Now I'm going to take down the firearm and start giving it a good dry wipe down. Turns out I'm going to need to strike this thing out. So I'm going to have to hold this back, match up the circles. There we go. Pull out your takedown pin. Now you can just let everything out the front. I'll go ahead and get to wiping it with my favorite. I like to use t-shirt. I like to start with a barrel. This is literally just wiping. You'd be surprised how clean you can get this thing just wiping it. And then later on you definitely want to go back over it with some Q-tips and some cleaner to get it real clean. And then from there you go with you're gonna have to go ahead and get some Q-tips and some lube and lube it up. You want to make sure your ramp is clean. The barrel in general, you might want to scrub it some. Sometimes if you got enough caked on carbon, you're gonna need a brush. Doesn't look like I'm gonna need a brush this time, I don't think. I'm gonna go ahead and inspect I'm gonna hold it up to the light to inspect the cleanliness inside the barrel. And like I said before, it's sparkling. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to try and put this up to the camera so you can see. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I don't know if you can see it or not. But I'm trying to show you. I mean, it's amazing. Super clean in there. I don't have to do anything else to that. Just wipe everything down with some t-shirt or some Q-tip. I'm going to be using both t-shirt and Q-tip to get the carbon out. This is a CZ copy, CZ style copy. The CZ pistols are some of the most copied pistols worldwide. It's right there with the 1911 in terms of being copied. Might even be more copied for all I know. But the Browning high powered is highly copied. This thing performed very well, but I'm going to keep it about the wipe down today. Later on I'll do a review, but I like it. I like this firearm. See all that? You know, there's plenty, there's a lot of stuff on here. So, it's worth your time to just give it a wipe down. Good Lord. Before you get at it with any kind of solvents or anything. A good wipe down goes a long way, believe it or not. Look at that. Absolutely really dirty. Really dirty. I have to get a Q-tip to get into this deep crevice here. Just dry. Later on, there's plenty of time to come back through it later on with some solvent. Yeah, this is the preliminary wipe down. Look how much you can get just wiping her down dry. First pass. Doing the trigger mechanism back here, super dirty. Doing the hammer. If you cock back the hammer, you don't want to slam it down. The SAR does not have a decocker, so you don't want to pull that trigger if you do decide to pull the hammer back, because you don't want to slam your internals. Doing the ejector as well. I'm going to go back and do the breech face. The breech face is probably filthy. Just like that. I always do this right away after I shoot it, and then it can wait a little bit before you go ahead and give it a thorough cleaning and then a subsequent lubrication job. Whether you use a bore snake or not, you definitely want to clean that barrel. I save myself time and effort. I use the bore snake. Tonight I'm just going to clean this one. Give that preliminary pat and dry down. Preliminary cleaning, and I want to reassemble it and put her away for a little while. And in the next few days I'll give it a thorough cleaning, and I'll give it a thorough cleaning with some solvent and then a lube. But yeah, for tonight, it's just getting a preliminary wipe down. Do your trigger bar all on the inside. The bolt hold back, all that stuff. Pardon me. There's a lot of nooks and crannies in these CZ pistols. You want to make sure you do your due diligence and, you know, get into every crevice that you can with a Q-tip. You definitely want to do the holes where the takedown pin goes. All the rails, there's multiple rails on this CZ type pistol. Most important thing is always your barrel. Go ahead and wipe down the takedown pin. It's amazing how dirty firearms get. I'm going to follow up with a review of this firearm. Performed very well, not a single hiccup. I think it was a hell of a deal. Got it on CDNN Sports for $370. I don't know if you can still do that. That's what I did. And it takes a 14 plus 1, 45 ACP. Not a whole lot of firearms will do that for you, capacity wise. Do the recoil spring guide rod. Look at that. Do your recoil spring guide rod. Scrub it. And I'm going to put it back together dry. And when I get a chance sometime in the next few days, I'm going to lube it up. And that's it for now, guys. I'll put her back together. This one's very similar to a striker fired pistol, even though it's a hammer. It's a hammer that hits the striker. Similar put back. You want to make sure everything fits, has a channel. It's pretty self-explanatory how she fits. There we go. There we go. Match up your circles on the back. You don't want to leave your hammer cocked still. Bring your takedown pin. Push her through. Function check, and we're good. Thanks for watching, guys. Give her a function check, and we're good. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate your company.